Hey, what's up everybody? It's Matt from howtomotorcyclerepair.com. I got a new full engine rebuild video out, so stay tuned. I'll tell you all about it. Alright guys, so I just want to be upfront. The video you're about to see is going to be a sample. The full video is available for purchase on my website, and total this is 5 hours long. And it's actually 3 videos in one. First of all, the bottom end, which covers the engine outside of the frame, is 2.5 hours long. Now this video also covers the top end replacement, and that is filmed with the engine inside the frame. So you don't have to pull the motor to do the top end, you can just do it right there, and that's how the video is shot. And also I have a valve adjustment video that is included, and that is adjusting the valves as a maintenance item. Now everything is covered in this video except for head disassembly. I don't go into removing the valves and the springs and all that. If you have issues with your head, I would just recommend sending it out to a company like Fast Heads or another place that cuts seats and sets up the valves and all that good stuff. That's something you can just farm out, and that's something you can't do in the garage. Alright guys, so this video is going to help you out if you have a YZ250F. 2003 to 2013 is identical, and it will help on models 2014 and up. For the WR250R owners, this video will cover the 01 through 07 models and will also help on the 08 and up models. Alright, so this is how I got this engine to rebuild and do a video on it. You see, I got an engine rebuild plus video service. So this guy named Josh dropped off this engine, and what that service is I rebuild the engine for a cost that is less than a dealer or another shop, and then I videotape it. And Josh will be getting a free copy of this video, and that way he can see how it was done. Maybe he'll gain the confidence to do it himself next time, and that way he won't have to pay anybody, because really it's not that hard when you can follow along with the video. So if that's something you're interested in, you'll see a link pop up here or in the video description for that engine rebuild plus video service. Alright, so other people that will be getting a free copy of this video are my patrons. Patrons are the awesome people who are pledging a certain dollar amount for each video I upload to YouTube. So in return, I will give them access to videos like this one. Now, if you don't want to miss out on full-length videos like this, if you become a patron at the $3 or more level, then you'll get the next video that I come out with that is this long, rebuilding an engine or whatever. Alright, so if that's something you're interested in, you're going to see a link here. It's going to take you to my Patreon page, also in the video description, and you can learn more about that. Also, for you guys who have bought me a beer in the past, feel free to shoot me an email and I will send you a copy for free, because you guys are also supporting me through my beer fund. So patrons and beer contributors, thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot to me, and you guys are awesome, man. Thanks a lot. Alright guys, so this video streams instantly on any device. It's yours forever. Unlimited views after purchase. Now make sure to check out my blog post, which has more info like the parts list, tool list, and also I have a bunch of service manuals that you can download for free. And lastly, email support is included, so if you have questions along the way during your rebuild, I'm here to help you guys. Alright, enjoy the sample and let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright, let's get started tearing this thing apart. Let's take off these oil lines. These are already loose from... Now there's a copper washer on each side of this banjo, so don't lose that. Alright, let's go ahead and remove the water pump cover. So there's 4 screws. This one here is the drain bolt, so we don't have to remove that. Alright, notice I didn't pull any of these bolts out, and one thing to note is they're all sticking out about the same amount of threads. So you can see this one's super long and this one's not so long, but they all stick out about, I'd say, 1/2 inch or so. So that kind of tells you where the bolts go. So I never really pay attention to where they go. And then I usually bag it as a group. So this will be water pump, and I'll throw them in a bag. Can remove this. And note that there's 2 dowel pins. So let's see, we can take that one out. And they both come out. So that's... And we'll go ahead and put this aside. Next up, the oil filter housing. That is 5 mil. See, super long one goes here. Alright, looks like he pulled the oil filter out already. So we can just go ahead and, there's 2 O-rings here we can dig out. Alright, let's go ahead and remove the right hand cover. Can remove the perimeter bolts. Again, didn't pull them all the way out. Just note how much they stick out, and you'll be good to go. I'm going to just go ahead and remove this cover right now. Looks like there's one long bolt that I need to remove here, so you definitely have to remove these 2. These you can probably put back in since they don't really do anything, but we're probably going to change this gasket as well. So removing this, we have 2 dowel pins. Go ahead and remove those. Go ahead and put your finger here so you can just slide this off. And it looks like the gasket's sticking a little bit. It's coming off pretty clean, so that's awesome. So right off the bat, we'll note there's 2 dowel pins. And all these dowel pins are coming out real easy, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and take the clutch apart. 10 mil bolts. Can remove the pressure plate. And in here will be this little thrust throw out bearing thingy. Just go ahead and leave that in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this straight down, and then we're going to remove the plates one by one. Or you can just put your fingers way back here and pull out the whole pack. See that? And this clutch appears to be in really good shape. No notching in the basket. So that all looks really good. And then last but not least, there's this bevel spring. And actually there's one more. So back in here was a flat washer and then a beveled spring in that direction. So that goes like that. Now with the plates out of the way, we can go ahead and use a pen magnet. Stick it in there and remove this ball. And then reach in there again, and you can remove this clutch rod. Okay, so this longer section goes in, and this is for the ball. So we'll go ahead and put that aside. Now we're on the left hand side of the motor, and we're going to remove this cover here, 8 mil. Alright, they're all the same, but 2 are longer here and here. Alright, 2 dowel pins. Make sure you hang on to those. This goes here and here. Alright guys, for this nut, usually I just take an impact and blow it right off. But I'm going to use a gear jammer on the right hand side, and I'll show you how to use that so you can easily take that off if you don't have air tools, electric impacts, or anything like that. Okay, so we're going to set this thing up, the Motion Pro 080427. We're going to have to flip the motor around. Okay, we're going to want to spin that nut left, so we're going to have to jam these gears right in here. Okay, so this thing has a little magnet. It's going to stay in place. It's going to lock everything up and allow you to move this easily. Alright, so 17 mil. Alright guys, so that's how you do it manually. I'm just going to rip it off with an impact. Much easier, but at least I showed you how to do it if you wanted to with a manual tool. Alright guys, time to pop the flywheel off, and you definitely need one of these pullers. This is a Motion Pro 08-026. Left hand threads to tighten this on. So you want to get this big guy on, and you're going to want to get maximum thread engagement, so go ahead and get that in there. And then tighten this one up. And you can use 2 wrenches, or in my case, I'm going to use my impact. Pops it right off, no problem. And there's some metal chunks in here. So something went loose and all the metal stuck to the magnet here. Alright, 3 Torx screws are going to be removed so we can get the stator off. It's a T30 Torx.